Alright, if you can read, that said Batman no death run, so you can probably assume I beat this game without dying. Alright, so for this level, for the most part, I'm pretty much just trying to hold in right and just jump over as much stuff as I can, maybe killing a couple enemies. I'm not too worried about picking up power-ups. You really don't need a lot to kill the boss or any of the enemies in this level, so just trying to be efficient because I think it looks better. Some fun facts about this game. A lot of these enemies are just based on other DC comic villains. Have nothing to do with Batman. I don't know why they chose to do that, but so it's loosely based off the movie and also just loosely based on other DC villains. This jump right here is actually pretty difficult to make. To jump over that guy's head and get these wall jumps, it's efficient but difficult to do. I usually get hit by him, so I was lucky to pull that off. Again, just not trying to attack enemies, just trying to go. I blunder this really bad, get hit a couple times, fall back down. So don't do that if you want your run to look good. Oh, I can't even remember. I read it on a Wikipedia one time and I don't even recall who. Like, the flamethrower guys are based off of, I don't know, I'm not a comic book nerd, I don't know enough about it, so... Yeah, Firefly, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know why. So this ninja is actually a total badass, so you just kill him, otherwise he's just gonna give you a really hard time. 4 boomerangs, he's done. This boss, unfortunately, is just RNG luck. He's either gonna swoop down really quick, or he's not, and if he swoops down twice in a row, you can kill him pretty easily. Otherwise, he's just gonna hover at the top. On the speedrun I watched, somebody killed him on the first swoop. I don't know how that's possible. It's too difficult. I mean, obviously it's possible they did it, but I don't know how to do it. Again, just boomerangs, the batarang, whatever you want to call it, is pretty much the best weapon in the game as a whole. You will see me utilizing the missiles and the three-way shot occasionally, but mostly the batarang's the best because of its arc. It hits enemies and it gets inside their hitbox and just kind of hovers there, and so they'll decimate them pretty quickly. And obviously I'm utilizing it for this part. And I'm switching my weapons pretty often to way in advance just for certain areas. Like, I want to hit this mine on the ground so I don't have to jump over it, things like that with the three-way shot. If you're watching this run, you should probably not listen to me ramble so much and just listen to the kick-ass music, because it's probably more enjoyable, but I'm probably ruining that aspect, so if you hate this commentary, just click to the other run where I'm not yammering. I really enjoy this part of the level. These little wall jumps are a lot of fun. If you time them right, you can do it all nice and quickly like that. And then by punching this guy and staying on top of him, you can actually try to travel through him and not get hit by him. So anytime you hit an enemy, you disable their hitbox from hitting you, if that makes sense. Right. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Do a couple crouches to the music here for a little flair, you know. And this is the best I think I've ever played this level in my life, actually, so somehow I managed to not get hit once, and that's pretty tricky, but, you know, that's more luck than skill. It just all came together for once. This jump right here is really hard to make. I purposely hit my head so that I don't hit the spikes or gears or whatever they are on the way down. I find that if I fall here it works, but on that one I always get hit. I don't know how to do it right.
I go on the platform on top.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Oh, that makes sense. Well, I was going for more speed too, so if I jumped up there, it'd been a little bit slower as a whole, but yeah, that would be a safer route for sure if you don't want to deal with trying to play the game quickly. So I play it kind of safe on this boss because he can drain your health pretty quick, so I stay back with the three-way shot to take out the 2 turrets, and then I'm going to switch to the batarang for that thing on the left up there, and I just kind of hover to the right so that those lasers don't shoot me. They have a pretty set pattern, so... And then I just punch this thing as much as I can. You don't want to get too close or it'll hit you, but it'll die really quickly if you punch it. This is where the game starts getting kind of annoying for probably anybody. The safest way to do this is to do exactly what I did and just stay back and shoot them with the three-way shot. Otherwise, they just hop all over the place. So I find this preferable. If you're trying to do a speed run, that's certainly not going to work. You got to just keep hopping and try to figure out how to kill them as you're going, which is just a pain in the ass, and I don't want to do. So, yeah, the jump punch and maybe the batarangs, kind of like a swiveling back and forth action, shooting both directions as you kill them as they're hopping around, but not easy to do. See, this one gives me a little bit of crap every time I play the game, no matter what. And I dispatched them pretty quickly there, actually, which I normally don't, so that was nice.
It's so frustrating. And they're just like, the cameras are trying to use this.
Yeah, when they can get you in a loop that goes forever. Not much to say here, just kind of going quick, just dropping down, and then there's more of these jumping dudes. So I always try to kill this first one with the batarangs, because he's always up in your face, and then I just do this same technique, three-way shot on these guys. Get some power-ups. Little shortcut jumps here instead of going all the way to the left. Kind of makes no sense to go all the way to the left. I think I screw up this jump sequence. You can do this much faster, but I end up hitting my head like an idiot a few times. This part can be really gruesome because of these tanks. They'll drain your health, but you can use the batarang just perfect on this part, and you'll see how I utilize it. It just takes 2 of them and he's done, and he never even touches me, so... Yeah. It's worse when you're playing. It makes you feel intimidated. And I'm just utilizing that arc of that batarang as much as possible to clear things out quickly. This jump sequence coming up here is one of my favorites to pull off. You just bypass all the enemies and gears. You don't touch anything. It just let everybody live. Don't even worry about it. It's kind of fun to do. Something I stole from the speedrun, which I don't pull it off as well, but it's still fun to try to emulate it. And there's one more tank, just the same deal, just batarang it a couple times, it'll go away. And then this boss, all I do is spam it. I don't even try to fight, I don't even try to dodge. I just throw boomerangs at it until it's dead. It's the fastest way to kill it. As long as you have enough health. So if you get here with too little health, you won't be able to pull this off. This level gives me a lot of crap. Or it can. I think I did pretty well on this run through, but it can. Yeah, you can edge things out in this game. You can do that in a lot of NES games, which is pretty nice, but yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good safe route for sure if you don't want to deal with them. Yeah, because later on this level, there's I can't remember how many of them are, but you're climbing the platforms with the like steps kind of leading up to them, and they're shooting down at you, so... This part's kind of weird with the jumps, but if you play it enough, it'll start to make more sense. I don't really know what else to say about it other than just getting the jump timing with Batman down right, because he has that weird delayed jump, so... But you can actually just... You'll see how, like, I don't wall jump off half of these, I just make the straight jump across, which is kind of weird to figure out at first. But this one you have to wall jump or it won't work, and then the rest I think you can just jump straight across. Or maybe wall jump this one, I bet. Definitely up the level factor in terms of things that are trying to kill you. You've got gears and cogs everywhere, and as the game goes, it just does more and more of that to you. I was disappointed I didn't make this jump right. You can usually jump, dodge all of that stuff and those cogs, but I didn't pull it off. Really. This part I just take damage on purpose because it's faster. I don't care. Like you can sit there and duck and punch, and those things won't hit you because you'll deactivate their hitbox. But I just blast through it because you don't need a lot of health to kill the boss in this level anyway. But if you like to play it slow and keep your health, then you can just duck and punch those guys that were backed by those electricity beams or whatever it is. Looks like Inigo's gonna do some commentary with us. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just addicted to the whole speed aspect of gaming for some reason. So when I don't feel like having a headache, then I will play a game more casually. But for these videos, I like the idea of them being efficient. I think they look nice that way. And plus, you know, some people don't want to watch a video that's 30 minutes long. Some do. I do, but some people don't. So missed that jump. This part I just jump to. I don't even worry about fighting stuff. I like punch these guys on the way down. Just kind of do a little shimmy in the air.
This is a classic zone where I have to farm.
Yeah, that's a good farming. So these guys I do nothing but punch. I just crouch and punch. You don't want to just tap the button as fast as you can. There's actually a rhythm to his punching to get it more efficient. But I just do this loop around, and you know, you can kill the first one faster than I did if you were to utilize batarangs or something in between, but I'm not very good at it, so I just punch. And then after you kill this first one, then you just have to duck and punch. As long as you keep punching, he usually doesn't hit you. I think he does manage to hit me twice here, but mostly you just hit him and he does nothing to you. So it's the quickest way I've found to be able to get rid of that guy. And then this is the last level. It's definitely a nightmare. Anybody who's played this game knows this is a pain. To try to get to Joker, and I forget what the other guy's name is, but he looks like the Predator, so I call him Predator. But to kill them both and have enough health is just, it's a test, and I got really lucky. I think I only had to play this game a little less than 15 times to get this run, so that was a lot of luck. This is where you have to have your wall jumping on point. There's lots of weird timing, lots of interesting jumps that need to be made to get past all the cogs and gears. I don't even really know how to explain it other than you just have to play this game a lot and mess with it because it's just really particular and really precise. Those guys that shoot out the weird grappling hook things, they're kind of annoying. They get in the way a lot. They have a weird pattern. They'll shoot once and then shoot twice, but sometimes they don't even do that. And you see he's giving me grief right here, so I end up falling back a bit. I got hit by him because I thought he was only going to shoot once instead of twice. So I kind of take my time here because of these guys. I usually try to go faster than this, but I was having a good run through and I didn't want to blow it. These jumps right here are the tricky ones, and you'll see I'm having trouble with it. Sometimes I can make it without getting hit, but I end up getting hit because I blew it. But I made the first one that was like it. Alright, and this is the last little stretch here. Just have 2 more guys to kill, and then it's time for the boss battle. Yeah. So again, this boss, there's safer ways to fight him than this, but just spam him with the batarang, and you have to keep him in a pattern. So if you move wrong, he will jump to the back of the screen and break this back and forth pattern he does. But if you can keep him in this pattern correctly, and he's always going to hit you, but you just spam those batarangs and he'll die rather quickly. It's much faster than trying to fight him another way. Joker is awful. Anybody who's played this game and gotten this far will know. You just want to punch him. The more he does lightning, the better it is actually, because the gun's what kills you so quickly. So you always want to jump inside his gun, like kind of live inside of his gun basically. That's the range you want to be in, and just punch him to death. And do nothing else. Like, that's all you can do. Dodge the lightning punch, stay on top of his gun so the barrel doesn't actually shoot you. And that's about it. I mean, you just have to spam him a lot, and that's it. He dies quick. That's all there is. And you actually have to touch him to go to the end sequence, so that's why I'm kind of humping him there. And now he's going to make him dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. It's, you know, it's great to get that retribution. Not at all, no. No. But it's great that they threw that in there, that they took the little artistic liberties to...
I think in this version of Batman, we'll have Batman just flat out murder the Joker.
Yeah, he doesn't hang at all, you know. He didn't even get to say his line about the guy with glasses. I mean, it's... But it's a great game, so you should just play it anyway.